guys, excuse my face, I am shattered after last night, but it's so worth it. Went and saw my queen in John and Jen, and yeah, we had a bit of a mishap. We got there last night, my mum and I, we got there at about, it started at 8 o'clock, we got there at about 6:30 I think we got there, because the taxi came early and it was went a lot quicker, excuse me right with my notes, because I'm in the park, which running like mad. And we got there and he's looking at the list. You're not on our list, so he said, let's see your booking confirmation. I gets it up frigging for the 6th, wasn't it, which is Friday. But I could have sworn on the stack of Bibles that I booked it for the 3rd. In fact, I know I booked it for the 1st, so it must have been their cock up at the other end. But anyway, it doesn't matter. They luckily enough they managed to squeeze us in, even though it was press night and it was busy. We got lucky, and so glad we did. It was brilliant. Rachel was off the charts with her acting. Lewis was brilliant as well, he played John, but Rachel was off the charts. Of course, being press night, obviously Guy was there because he was directing it. Little Ben was, I was sitting at the end, we were on the front row, I was sitting at the end of one side, and then you had like the stairs going up to the rest of the row, and then Ben was sitting on the other side of the stairs on the front row, smiling at me, and bless him. And he had a drink of ice in it, and he dropped some of his ice, and at the end of the show he comes up to my mum and I, because we were the only ones left in there, we were waiting for the wheelchair, and he says, that's my ice down there. We're like, yeah, we know, Ben. And then he pointed at Shane, that's my mummy. Yeah, we know, Ben, that's your mummy. Bless him. And then the wheelchair finally came, and just as we came out of the room that it was in, it's called the Little, there's a little and there's a large, yeah, we were in the Little. And we came out of the Little, and there's a flight of stairs next to the door, and Rachel was just coming down those stairs with Ben. Of course, being me, as I always do, had presents. And I spoke to Rachel on that, took the 2 bags off the wheel, just said, that one's for you, go one to Rachel. And this one, crouched down a little bit, it's for you, go to Ben. So excited, bless him. Going through this bag, he pulled out the Star Wars t-shirt that I put in there, and he's going, oh, Star Wars! And Lego and sweets and, oh God. But half a dozen things in a bag and the kid's happy. You don't even have to be pricey, but it was great. Talking to Rachel after the show, obviously this point in the show where John, her brother, dies in the army, of course she set up the thing for the coffin, put the flag over it, and I was a goner. I was howling, because obviously it brought my sister back. Rachel could hear that, obviously, because Rachel was literally like my knees, and there was about a foot of space, not even, between where Rachel was standing performing, so she could hear everything basically. And she just said to me, look, the crying I can handle, and the emotions, but the talking. And I was like, I could hear you saying like the seats were uncomfortable and stuff, and I was like, I'm so sorry, but I do have ADHD. It's not something I just talk. I'm not just doing it to be horrible. I just talk without thinking. So no problem. Just try and infuse it, and it's fine. And I'd rather people did that if they had a problem. And she was so nice about it. It was unreal. And then anyway, I had a picture done. Here's my phone. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. No, you can't really see it, but there. Which really, because I'm rubbish at selfies normally. I said to Rachel, would you mind taking it, because I'm not good at selfies. And she said, yeah. She took my phone, and then she suddenly went, oh, I shouldn't have done that because of COVID, and handed me the phone back. And I was thinking, hold on a second, Rach. Anyway, it didn't matter to me. I got my picture. She stood slightly behind me. But the only thing I couldn't do, which really did break my heart, was I couldn't give her a cuddle. Because obviously it's the last time. I'm not going to cry. I've been doing that all morning. It's the last time I'm going to see her till God knows when. Because obviously she's going to America and that. But it was really good. Lewis was brilliant as well, but Rachel just stole it. Couldn't take my eyes off her. No disrespect to Lewis, he was brilliant. When he was on stage on his own, fully on him, but when she was on the stage as well, it was like, you just can't take your eyes off her. But they were both absolutely wonderful, the way they did that last night. Absolutely wonderful. And Ben was just the icing on the cake, bless him. So after finished talking to Rachel, my mum and I went outside to wait for a taxi because it was too noisy in the bar for me. And then Rachel's dad came out, and obviously we shook hands Rachel's dad came to hug Rachel when we were talking to her at the bottom of the stairs, and he shook our hands. Then we went outside, and he came out to smoke his electronic cigarette, and then her sister came out with the kids, her 2 kids, and with Ben. And Ben's still carrying this bag, I gave him, bless him. And Ben pointed at me and went, that's her, she gave me the present. Bless him. Oh, so adorable. And my sister in that thick Irish accent, "You're a lucky wee boy." He said he come pounding up to me, she said, "Look what I got," and I didn't even do anything. Bless his little heart. But you know, yes. So it was a really, really good night, and thoroughly enjoyed it. Shout out to the staff at the Southwark Playhouse for squeezing us in last night. And the other thing is, the only thing I could say about the actual venue itself, it was just really grotty. Really, really grotty. Yeah. And just going back to show bawling at the end of the first act, so I went out to the toilet to get some tissue, which was just outside the door on the other side from the door from the stairs. The doors in the middle, stairs are there, and the toilet's there when you're looking at the door. And as I come out of the toilet with the tissue, who should I walk straight into? But I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to get in trouble, but someone that works at Theatre Cafe, let's say. And the look she drew me, Jesus. And I panicked. I went screaming running back into the little, I said, "Mum, we got to get out of here now." She's like, "What's going on?" I said, "We've just got to go, come on." She's like, "Sarah, sit down, stop panicking and tell me what's going on." And I said, "Well, the name is here." She went, "Well, there's nothing the name can do, because the only place you've been told to stay away from is Theatre Cafe. You're here for Rachel and Rachel only." Well, Rachel, and I was supporting Lewis as well, but mainly for Rachel. But, you know, excuse the lack of enthusiasm in this video. I'm so tired. Didn't get to sleep till 2 o'clock this morning. Shattered, but it was so worth it. Well, anyway, guys, I need to move on. I'll carry on with my walking now and get home, so I've got an appointment at 10:30. And thanks for watching, and bye now.